guys, welcome to the Kayak Angler TV. We've got a project for you. This is Kyle's Ascend 12T, and we are going to make this dry box right here, this dry flap cover, fit this battery box. It's empty right now. We just picked it up. Princess Auto, if any of you Canadians know anything about that, especially Western Canadians, I plug Princess Auto a fair bit. I love that place. They got all kinds of stuff for us handy kind of guys. And so we got this box. Obviously it doesn't fit in this hole, so we're going to remove this dry box cover. We've already loosened a bunch of the screws and got them out, and it's glued down. So we pull this thing out, and we're going to use this in a little bit more as a template than anything else, but we're going to make this dry box sit in here like this. And then Kyle can keep his fish finder and have his USB and everything plugged into this solar panel all hooked up to this box that will just sit in basically a glorified cup holder right here. And we're going to make that out of some plastic puckboard and do some plastic welding on it as well. So come along with me. Let's enjoy this project. Well guys, we're back at the makeshift workbench. What we're going to do is, this is the old dry hatch out of the Ascend 12T Ascend 12T that Kyle has, and we're trying to modify it. We're making a battery box for basically utility while he's out on the water. He can power up his fish finder, charge his phone, all kinds of stuff. We got a bunch of gadgets we're going to attach to this battery box, but for right now we need to build an insert that replaces this dry hatch because the battery box that he has does not fit in here. So we have removed this dry box cover from his boat already. It's got a bunch of gooey window seal stuff on it. We're going to reseal that. He also has a problem that this Ascend has a gap in the gasket here. So any waves that he did take on, the water ended up in his boat anyway. So we're going to try and solve two things with one solution, and that's build him a battery box holder. So basically we're using this thing as a template. We're just going to line it up here and draw around this thing so that we can cut out to the best of our ability. I guess I should have cleaned the goo off of this thing first. We're going to draw around this thing so that it's somewhat pretty, and we can make it prettier as time goes on. This is just a rough out of, again. Okay, we got the jigsaw here. We're gonna give this a quick zip and see what kind of damage we can do. Hopefully we make a nice edge.
Nice and snug. I just gotta melt these edges here. I'm gonna melt them and fold them in over the other ones so that it's watertight. And seal up
fill
these
in the corners.
corners.
Okay, so we got Kyle's box. It's not finished yet, but the tray that we're building here, that's how nice and snug it fits. So he's access to it. Kyle's been doing a bunch of welding on this thing, and it's looking pretty good, tightened up. What you see here is not what you end up with. It's all hidden anyway, but we have to fill up these edges and corners and make everything nice and snug and sealed so that it doesn't have any water problems. We're also going to put down in the bottom of the boat down here, we're going to put a piece of hard foam that's the right thickness so that the bottom of this thing here doesn't get pushed down from the load of this battery box, because this battery box is probably going to weigh probably 7-8 pounds, because it holds a fair bit of stuff, and he's looking at keeping all his stuff that he needs dry in there. These happen to be the batteries that we use pretty generically. They're an SLA 1055, 1056 is the other size. They basically are exactly the same, just a different version, 1055 or 1056. But they're 12 volt, 5 amp hour, tied together in series. So we keep our 12 volts humming, but we end up with 10 amp hours worth of charge. So you got a good day and a half, 2 days on a small fish finder. Nothing that does side imaging or anything. It's just simple depth, maybe the odd chirp from a fish swimming by, but mainly what we're looking for is ridges and drop-offs. We're not using it to find the fish, we're finding the fish habitat. So yeah, Kyle's doing a good job. We're buttoning right along. So garage is starting to stink a little bit like melted plastic, but that's okay.
I took over the plastic welding because here's Brent's weld. Here's mine. A little bit smoother. Alright guys, we skipped a few steps, but I went ahead and I primed this and then painted it olive green to match the ammo box. And now we're putting a piece of this foam. It's the same foam that's holding under by the scupper holes on the kayak. And we're going to put it under so that this has something to sit on, so then it's not just, I don't know, warping.
Yep, pressing down on the hole. Yep.
So we're going to drill some holes in this and drill it to the kayak. And go from there and then see what else I'm going to do. Don't really have a plan, I'm just kind of doing. Alright guys, we're going to do some pre-drilling for the holes so we can screw it into the kayak.
And it looks like we got us a box for the battery. Hey guys, look at this. We got her done. Kyle did some magic with the plastic welder, and we got this little box cubby here for him for his battery box and utility kit. And that's going to be part 2. So we need you to like and subscribe and hook on to that icon so that you can get all the notifications. Kyle's laughing at me. I'm not very good at this, but I'm the front man, so we're going to have a blast. Stay tuned. Like we said, it's coming up quick. We're kind of on a roll. Spring is coming. The snow is starting to melt, so we got to get some of these projects done so we can carry on once fishing season hits. So thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us, and we love you. Bye-bye.